Hey, the Minimal Phone 2 was just announced, and as someone who's used the original Minimal Phone for months now, here's what I want to see with the new phone. So as of yet, this is the closest image that we have to what it could look like. So confirmation wise, we have different keys, a LED notification light, which I hope we can turn off, and an aluminum body, which is awesome because this feels fine, but I'd rather not have plastic phones, to be honest. I love the feel of metal, so I that's great. I don't know when we're gonna get news about this exactly, so I'm just gonna go over what we have confirmed over here. So we got LED notification light. We got aluminum body. I hope we can turn off the light. Here's what I want. I want better e-paper for the screen or better, optimization for it because this thing is awesome. However, you can tell that this type of e-paper, it's not e-ink, which is a patented thing that you need to license. It's just regular e-paper. It's not as good as, let's say, the Amazon Kindle. This is faster refreshing than the Kindle, but the Amazon Kindle's quality is far better. So I hope they use something like that. I don't know if they're going to try to use color e-paper. Based on what I heard from another YouTuber, Jose Briones, he says that he kind of saw a prototype or something to that effect, and it's probably not going to have e-paper, actually, which is really depressing if so. I think it's probably the best part of the phone. So if it doesn't have it, if it has something else, it's going to be really depressing because it's the killer app. Like every phone that runs Android, you can turn off the color, right? But this does not let you turn color back on. There is no fucking color on this, which helps a lot into not getting lost in the bullshit of social media and whatever scrolling. So if it lacks e-paper, then I don't know. I mean, color e-paper may be cool, but I don't know. That's gonna be lame. So I hope it's e-paper but much better e-paper, or at least better optimized to run on Android. But given what we know, what we can guess, it might not have it. But still, this is a wish list, so that's my wish. Next item on this is going to be, and this is likely, smaller bezel. If you check this out, this is a thick ass bezel. Look at my finger. This is a thick ass bezel. Now, apparently, this phone is also, according to the company itself, it's supposed to be a bit smaller. So what I think is going to happen is they're going to make the bezel smaller by shrinking the body a bit, not expanding the bezel to make the screen bigger, which is great because I'm totally fine with the screen size and I wouldn't mind the phone being a bit smaller as well. So if they shrink it to make the bezel smaller and the phone a bit smaller, that's cool with me. I don't know what that's going to do to the keyboard though. They might have to crowd the keys and there's not a lot of space to crowd. So I wonder what they're going to do with that, but we'll see what happens. Another improvement, which would be good but not, necessary, would be a, a different camera position. And what I mean by that is a different front camera position. If you don't have this phone, the front camera, the selfie camera, is over here. This is fucking awkward when I don't really take pictures with this phone because the camera's not amazing and the camera's fine. And especially if you install open camera, like the camera's fine, but when you go to look at pictures on here, it's a bit tough because the screen isn't great for pictures. Everything just looks darker and it's hard to see. I pretty much have to check Google Photos on a computer or a tablet to actually see the pictures in a good way. But if I need to take a picture of myself for whatever reason, this is a horrible place for the camera to be. I'd rather be, I don't know, up top over here like normal, or at the very least somewhere in the middle, maybe where the home, like around the home button, although that would probably smudge it up like crazy. But at the bottom left of the phone is fucking crazy. I don't know what the thinking was that. Another thing related to cameras would be I mean, maybe a better camera. This kind of goes in line with the screen a bit, because what I want truly is, if I do take a picture, I don't take many pictures on this phone because it doesn't, the camera's not amazing. It is good enough, but it's not amazing. And then when I look at it, I can't really appreciate the picture. So if you had better optimization and a better screen and a better camera, it would be great, honestly, because I've taken some pictures of whatever things and sent them, and it's totally fine for the most part. It's just I can't look at them myself. But I wouldn't mind having the camera be a bit better. It's not a huge deal, but maybe I could, record videos with that instead of my webcam or my old smartphone. So none of that's going to matter, though, if the screen itself looks like dog shit in terms of pictures. So that's got to get better first. So I hope, it's kind of a combination. Better visibility. This kind of goes into the e-paper thing, but whatever. Next, I guess one thing I would be okay with, but it hasn't really been an issue, would be 5G. That would kind of be the last thing, and even then, I don't really care too much about that. I'm gonna be honest with you, because it's hold on, I'm blocking the word camera here. It's not that important, because for 5G, it's more important if you're, I don't know, streaming something, downloading something very quickly. But if your phone's running 4G, it's fine enough. Honestly, I've never been like, oh man, I'm impatient for this thing to download. Like, I'm not really downloading anything on this besides app updates or music from Apple Music or something. So it's not really a big deal. But if it were to have 5G on here, it would make web pages load a bit faster. But again, if the screen doesn't match, then it doesn't really matter that much. But that would kind of be like the last thing. If this phone has everything in the wish list, I've got pretty much no complaints with it. I mean, even now, my only complaint is based on the screen and the optimization. That's the biggest issue, and mostly because I can't fucking see pictures. That's that's the main thing. Like, I can't really tell what I'm looking at. Like, even now, I'm on Apple Music, right? Let me blow this up so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm on Apple Music right now, and they have, the images of things, songs, whatever. You can basically tell, right? You can tell, oh look, they're pictures of people, right? But if you had to, for the life of you, tell who those people were, it would be kind of challenging. So that's kind of my thing. I want to be able to see pictures. I don't need to be able to take incredible pictures, but I need to be able to see pictures on this thing. And that is my main thing. Everything else I can deal with, or it's a feature, not a bug, as in the e-paper screen, but we'll see what happens. I really hope they have some kind of e-paper, at least as an option, I hope, but apparently e-paper is a bit expensive to develop or create for stuff with such low volume, so it's probably not going to happen, but I really hope they find a way to do it. That would be fantastic. Or maybe they could do something with the light phone, which is too hardcore for me, but they limit color on that thing. It's monochrome, except when you're looking at a picture. That would be pretty cool. Honestly, like if if it had a different screen, but it was locked, system level locked monochrome, and it only showed you color when you went to like, the gallery application or something like that. That would be kind of cool. But if they just allow color straight up, I mean, I don't see how this is different from like getting a BlackBerry or like a Clicks communicator, which I don't think is out yet, or the Unihertz Titan 2 or 1. It wouldn't be that different, honestly. So I hope they stick with e-paper. It's not looking good, but whatever, that's what it is. So this is what I want. When they give an update, I'm gonna probably make another video, because I'm looking forward to this phone. My girlfriend makes fun of me. She's like, "Oh, you get a new phone every several months or something like that." And I'm like, "Well, they're much cheaper than whatever the hell you're talking about. I'm not getting like a fucking new iPhone every year. It's like $1,000. It's a couple hundred." And honestly, I only upgrade when I feel like a phone will truly match what I personally want. this is going to be the phone that I stick with. But if the second version of this comes out and is better, you know, as soon as I'm able to, I'm going to fucking change over. Because I want something that fits me and my life and my preferences as best as I can. So we'll see what happens. God, I hope they stick with e-paper, but yeah. Leave a comment. Do you have a minimal phone? Would you get the second one if it comes out with all this stuff? Subscribe to my newsletter in the description. I got an announcement there soon. Check it out. And thanks for watching. Talk to you later.